I bathe and shower every day. But okay, guys, we're watching off-brand items by the Degenerocit that I saw. That was also funny.
What are we even watching?
This is the lifestyle of the richest of folk, the top 1%, a way of life that peasants could never understand. The commodities of this lifestyle
we wouldn't understand as peasants, right, guys? We don't know what off-brand items are, right?
I'll include country clubs, Coke, marrying your cousin, but totally not in a weird way. It's definitely just to keep the money in the family. And the
things that are only rich. I'm gonna cry.
greatest one-up of all, being able to buy on-brand items. Being able to buy brands like Balenciaga and Gucci without worrying
So when, ugly things, but they're worth money, so that makes them good, right?
About burning a hole in your wallet must be the best feeling. Even more fulfilling, having the money to buy on-brand foods. Only the rich can afford brands like Oreos and Honey Nut Cheerios, believe me. I tried buying that the other day, and the cashier tried kicking me out, telling me, sir, you can't pay for your food with Monopoly money. So I pulled out my 100% get anything for free coupon. I can't afford the snobby
Was this automatic response? Let me rod them. It will be fine.
on-brand items like Raisin Brand. Don't look that up, just trust me. Most of us are just broke, working 9 to 5 at retail or dealing with annoying customers at fast food. And when done with those jobs, you can't go buying expensive goods like Doritos, you gotta save money. That's when you go and get the off-brand items. They're cheaper.
What is the Dorito Reese's? Oh, Cartoon Network isn't shutting down. Scared us, bro.
And they taste the same, kind of, a little, sort of, not really. But there's nothing wrong with them. That's why I hate seeing people make fun of these foods as if they've never been into an alley.
To be fair, some of them are fine or better. They just may not taste the same, but they're still good, you know what I mean?
Before. Sorry our privileged asses got to go to Target. When I was your age, I was living in the trenches of Trinidad, down the street of O Block on 63rd, up the street of Harlem, where I sold rocks, staying in a 1-bathroom studio apartment at the Bermuda Triangle. We couldn't afford food like that. When y'all was eating Pringles, I was eating cracks. They were very addictive.
Yeah, I think if your parents are poor, you definitely had, like, I had tons of the off-brand cookies. My mother used to send me to school with dry noodles. I don't know if any of you's done that. It's like the 80-cent noodle packs, but instead, you know, noodles that, you know, you have to put water in, because you don't get water, you just ate them dry, like an animal.
I had the privilege to eat Nutella. I had the disprivilege to eat Nutmaster.
Nutmaster?
It's very sticky in my mouth.
Nutmaster. Mine was Nutico. Rice and water? Oh my god, cry. I feel you, honey. I feel you. To yell at someone who works basically for tips and Yep. That happened a lot. I worked as McDonald's as a kid.
While you were enjoying cheese sandwiches with Kraft singles, I was content with imitation pasteurized processed cheese food singles. While you were enjoying M&M.
You guys are getting free school lunches? What the fuck? They didn't have that when I went there. I think they do free toast for breakfast in Australia now, but Australia doesn't believe in feeding children. We don't do school lunches or anything like that here.
At the movies, I was partaking in H&H, which stands for HIV and hives. It gives you both. And I couldn't even get Reese's Pieces. All I could afford was Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces! Oh my god. In Australian heat, tuna would be a sin because that would be disgusting. Because thing is, taking Nutella or even Nutico for lunch, it would get so hot because they would put your bags outside in the rural schools that it would like melt into your sandwich and it would be disgusting. They had breadsticks. Young for Vegemite. Yeah, I think they put honey or Vegemite on them now. I'm not sure. So we couldn't afford free school, so they legally divorced so they would give you free school lunch? Oh my god, that's so American.
I had to split it with my family. While your family was enjoying the delicious lean.
I don't know, it made it taste wrong. Honestly, like the hot Nutella on the sandwich made it taste wrong for some reason. I don't know why, because melted Nutella on ice cream tastes good.
Ground beef. I was devouring. Oh my. I'm not complaining. Also.
He was devouring pussy deluxe. What the fuck? That comes in stores now. Actually, my dad was a year.
Poggers.
But if I wanted extras like videos, I was taught to work for it. I didn't just get. But I was glad they did what they could to. It's so hard working to me. That's good. My parents taught me if you work hard, they will steal your money because they aren't gonna work hard. Because so most money I got as a kid, my parents took from me. Poor person life. I think a lot of poor kids, even if their parents weren't automatically bad, have probably like pilfered their money. Booger, it's bogan, and I'm not a bogan, but you're saying that wrong.
So even though this is technically not off-brand, but whenever I wanted ice cream, I had to buy the ones in a box. And I don't know who thought of this, but this is the worst way to eat ice cream or anything. Why?
Why in the box? That is so weird. Our cheap brand comes in a tub, but it's like a white tub, and it's like more water than cream. They really took the ice to the limit with ice cream. So, some of those, but the expensive ones aren't much better here in Oz. You really just need to find something.
Why would you put it in a cardboard box? If the ice cream melts a single atom, it tastes like cardboard. Even if you freeze the melted parts over, it tastes like cardboard. And since it's in a box, once you open it, you can never securely close it again.
But is the box that much cheaper to make than a plastic container? We don't even get box ones in Oz because it's just such a bad idea. Was so much cheaper than Coke, so buy that to save money? Bro, I remember that too, but we were so poor, I wasn't even allowed soft drink. I wasn't even allowed cordial. It wasn't for health reasons. They just told us to fuck off. That's why my granddad would always let us have soft drinks and let us go mad like a hatter. But yeah, bro, that was the first thing I did when I would babysit for everyone and neighbors. First thing I did was like live the big life with like LA Ice or Coke with my sister. Like just like that first check you get, bitch, we getting chocolate bars. Well, cash.
Which leaves it open for freezer burns.
No, that's probably why I'm addicted now. I didn't much like it as a kid, but I need the caffeine.
It, and even if you securely close the top, the corners of the box will always have a little openings, giving it freezer burns. So there's no point. If it melts a singular drop, it tastes like cardboard. Even
oh my god, freezer burn ice cream is the worst. No speaking competition. Shut the fuck up. No. Rejected. Your ice cream long enough to get freezer burn, that's on you. Well, if the lid's off too, but that's the thing. When you're a kid, you want to like spread it out so you have ice cream for a long time, you know what I mean? But to be fair, I had a bajillion siblings, so that never happened.
if you close it.
But did you have it in a box? And
It still tastes terrible. Cardboard box ice cream is the worst food atrocity imaginable. Is it really that expensive?
Really? You didn't, and it melted and it was fine? I don't know, my ones, the lid comes off a little bit and it's like, dies.
Make ice cream.
I think if it has higher water, it doesn't last as well.
And put it into a carton. Just because you shop at Aldi doesn't mean we have to be served.
Oh, that's tough, honey. I'm gonna have to say freezer burn ice cream because I hate refrozen ice cream.
Garbage. Whoever invented cardboard ice cream, go eat your daddy's ass cheeks and tell me how that tastes. Cause I bet you tenfold that it tastes better than this piece of dookie that you serve for customers' consumption.
Oh, I've seen those boxes in some shows. Okay, that's making sense.
Anyways, I lived in the hood and my struggles living in.
I actually like a lot of Aldi stuff. I like Aldi's ice cream. I won't eat their fucking sauces or mayonnaise though, but their pastas are fine. And some of their
North
stuff.
Korea didn't stop at food. I couldn't even enjoy the entertainment I wanted to watch or play. All I could get were bootlegs. I remember when GTA 5 came out and I asked my mom to get it and she said, GTA? We got GTA at home. And then I downloaded Go to Auto 3 online, where you play as Andrew Tate, driving and working out for money. This is just as good as GTA 5. I also couldn't afford a PlayStation. I instead got a GS5 by Phony.
GS5 by Phony. Oh my god. That is one thing I did because one of my parents would buy stuff for themselves, like impulse buy. This isn't good for me getting fed. But he would like get bored. Like he would buy all this stuff, get bored, and then let it go. And if they didn't hock it, I would then get it to share with my sisters. That's how I got my PlayStation. I always hid it when I went to bed, so it would never leave me. But that's probably why I have a crippling addiction to video games. But like that was my blessing in disguise right there.
Phony. They didn't even try to sugarcoat it. It's phony. I also recall when Captain America Civil War hit theaters. I was so stoked on seeing it. But then I remembered I lived off of food stamps, not money. So all I could afford was Captain Battle Legacy War.
A war hero returned.
You live off food stamps and not money? I find that so funny. I don't think Australia has food stamps. I think we have food banks, but I don't know if they have some like equivalent here.
Home to find his peaceful town overrun by Nazis.
But with all those setbacks,
Circle it, they can't find it if they can't reach it. True, protection Legos. To be fair, I heard a lot of kids have that story, like apparently some kids found out that a Hock shop won't take your Xbox or your PlayStation without a power cord, so if you just hide the power cord, your parents can never take it. I'm like, oh my god, there are so many traumatized children out there just hiding things.
I could live with them. Who cares about getting on-brand food? As long as I'm eating, that's all that really matters. Who cares about watching and playing the latest media? As long as I'm up to date with the latest trends, it's all that really matters. Like, I know kids nowadays are saying, what are those at people who wear shoes? I saw it in the latest Black Panther movie. You know, I'm very hip. The real problem was buying clothes, because all I could afford were the off-brand fits. And
See, this is one thing I think why I don't care about this stuff is because off-brand fits. Bitch, you should be happy you have shoes. Right, you live in the life if you have shoes. I was allowed one pair of shoes all year as a kid, and they were school shoes. So unless they're out in town or at school, I wasn't allowed to wear shoes because that would waste them. But the terms might be different elsewhere. Yeah, they seem to do like things very differently everywhere. They took your power cord. No, we must hide it better. The fake J's spare power cord, so when they take the OG cable, you can put another one. No.
if you were like me, living in the Bronx down in Cleveland at South Vietnam, you wouldn't survive walking in fake clothing without getting savagely roasted. I'd be getting the worst kind of stares while everybody was walking in their Tommy Hilfigers. I was rocking the Tom Hollands. I tried fit it in. I really did. Wearing my Supreme box logo with some Gucci.
Some sperm? Supreme? Jesus. Grucci? Oh my god. Honestly, punch me in the face if I ever tried to buy Gucci, guys. If I was like, yeah, I bought a Gucci bag. Dell, donate $500 to charity, you worthless piece of shit. Why are you such a loser? I can't imagine spending that much for something that was probably made in a Chinese sweatshop by some poor kid, which I could have paid $3 for the exact same amount of guilt.
To make it look a little nicer. I even started wearing new kicks, better than any Nike you've ever worn in your life. They're called mics.
To be fair, that's how I would walk if I had to buy $300 pair of shoes. Like, fuck off. Like, I better get a red carpet to walk on these.
Each shoe sold separately. But even though I was rocking the hardest faucet drip that I've ever worn in my entire existence, to the people around me, the drips out of that faucet must have came from Ethiopia because my drip was not clean. Everyone laughed, ridiculed me for wearing off-brand clothes. All the kids at my school back at Shanghai didn't mess with any of my clothes. They were the whole reason why
Have you guys actually been made fun of, like, for wearing off-brand items? Like our version of that at school was not, okay, so the school logo shirt, which is the official school uniform, because Australia has school uniforms, is like $50 or $40 or something. But you could buy a $10 shirt that's just the color, and they let you wear that. You get made fun of if you're wearing a poor person $10 shirt, but that's about it. Do that for designer bags? For real? There, yeah. Oh, so it depends on the area. Yeah, well, I'm glad. I honestly do think it lowers the chance of being bullied, because some parents really don't buy that many clothes for their kids.
Moved from China back to my hometown, Albuquerque. Everybody made fun of me because I was different, because I couldn't afford the expensive stuff like North Face and Legos and Oreos. Off-brand is all I know. It's not my fault my financial situation wasn't as secured as yours. And so, I caved in recently. I can't handle the bullying no more. They're all gonna learn.
They're all gonna learn. Yeah, I learned that with cars too. Research your car. Because some cars are like the Gucci of cars, where they seem well priced, but when you actually go in to get them repaired, it's like $1 bajillion. It's like Teslas, where, oh, it's $100K, and anytime you have to replace a battery, that'll be fucking $15,000. Like, some cars are like that. Like, every piece is like so expensive to replace. I'm like, fuck that. Next to Teslas are hunks of shit. But yeah.
Not to make fun of me. No more. Not again. So I bought a Gap shirt.
Hey guys, so I recently just got this Gap shirt.
A Gap shirt, $25 a steal, but only if it didn't say the fucking Gap on it. Do you know what the version of this is in Australia? Kmart sells like black shirts with that, no writing on it, for $4. $4 Oz. And most guys have at least 5 of those because it's such a cheap shirt. Why wouldn't you? But then you can have ones like with Iron Man or like Thor and stuff, and they're like $8. That's the most worn male clothes here.
A few days ago, because people kept making fun of my fake clothes, and if it went for one day longer, I might have just, killed myself. But it's all good now, because now I have an on-brand shirt, and I'll finally be invited.
Damn, boy, that's a steal.
To parties, the ladies will start liking me. I'll be just like my favorite protagonist from all those animes I watch. I'll be just like him. So yeah, I ordered this shirt off of Amazon.
Exactly. And also there is so much cheaper, like, environmentally friendly cars. They have to be made well for that to work. For me, for $500, I can get one of my mods to do it, but you're gonna have to send them $500. Sorry, bro.
Amazon the other day, and you wouldn't believe what they gave me. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
Gay! Oh my god, this should be the shirt I make, gay. Bottom. I was actually looking at some, like, because I'm making some mugs to send to Luca when the new merch comes out, which is like bottom princess or something. This would make perfect shirts.
What is this?
One sweater.
What?
Well, sweaters can be worth it if they're warm.
This ain't Gap, bro. This Gap.
I can't escape it. It's a part of me now. No matter where I go, Sydney, Johannesburg, Rio, the off-brand follows me. It's become a part of me, attached like Ben 10's watch. I can't get rid of it. I just have to accept it. But I won't accept this to happen to anybody else. So I donated $200 to Save the Children, not sponsored. I actually don't even know what they're saving the children from. I just hope they're saving them from these fake-ass, shitty-ass clothes and giving them Off-White and Jordans instead. I don't think that's happening, but still, I'm gonna leave the link in the description if you want to donate too. I don't know what else to say other than I'll be wearing off-brand clothes for the rest of my life. And in conclusion, what the hell? 21. Yeah? Can you do something for me? Okay. Can you talk to the ops next for me? Yeah. 21. Do your thing, 21. Do your thing.
Good video, good video. It prompted a good discussion about off-brand. I just care if something's good or not. I will only pay more for quality. I won't pay more for a name tag. If it's actually better, I'll pay more. That's why sometimes I don't mind paying more for, like, ingredients for food. Because, sometimes it matters.